Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another First Impressions review. This is a game that came out, 3 days ago, and I remember scrolling past it when I was looking at the new games back then. This game's called Brain Damage, and it kind of offers the same kind of gameplay that I like. The game that I just gave a Zaxxer's Any Gold to, Star Blast 3D Wars, that came out earlier today. This game comes in at just $1 price tag, so it's a lot cheaper than what I just played and what I gave as Zaxxer's Any Gold to. So this is brought to us by Gear Loose, and it looks like their first title on Steam. And we'll see if we can find yet another Zaxxer's Any Gold today. I am a little bit concerned looking at the trailer. It looks like you can only shoot up, and you can't rotate your ship, which is baffling to me. But we'll take a look at this, guys, and see if it's actually good or if it's missing a little something. So we'll be back to take a look at Brain Damage, and we'll do that right after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. We got another Unity game here, and the options here. All right, guys, so this is exactly what the Zaxxer's Any Gold was missing that I was telling them they needed, is the ability to, adjust your music and sound effects volume, just like this game has. So as far as having the correct options, this game definitely has them. But there still is no, windowed mode or resolution. I would at least like to see, an option to play in a windowed mode and be able to set it to, a 1600 by 900 resolution. So, you can move the game over to your second monitor if you want to, for example. Anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and go into a new game. Alright, looks like you shoot automatically. Why? Oh my god, this game is... I love the stats here. The UI looks really, really good for a 99-cent game. Survivor, unique. Increases max HP by 5 every wave. Increase brain damage by 0.1. You should know you don't want brain damage. Okay. And then you can do, once you buy that, you can do brain surgery essential. Decrease brain damage by 0.1. So it costs you more money to undo the brain damage. I don't exactly know what the brain damage does, but it looks like you have a penalty of brain damage every time you upgrade something. Fire rate increases your fire rate by 1, increase your brain damage by 0.1. Okay, more guns, get another gun. Increase brain damage by 1. We do have enough, we have 105. And then we can reduce the brain damage by 1.1 for 5. Okay, I really don't understand what brain damage does, but let's go ahead and go into next wave because we have no points remaining. Okay. Okay, real quick here, guys. So, to the developer, there's a few things here. I love your UI. I haven't checked out the balancing on all your different, upgrades and stuff like that to see if they're all balanced. But I love what you've done with the UI. It looks very, very professional. This right here doesn't look very professional. So what you want to do is you just want to update the FPS. Instead of updating the FPS like every frame of the game, right? You only want the FPS to update like once every second or once every 2 seconds. You just want to set like a timer or whatever to update the FPS, and you also want to round the FPS to the nearest second. We don't need to know the 10,000th of the, 10,000th of a frame. So just round this number to like 59, 60, 61, 58, whatever. Round it to the nearest whole number, and then only update the FPS like every second or two, instead of updating it every single, frame in the game. So that's the way to fix that, because that looks pretty unprofessional. But my biggest problem here to the developer, and the biggest way I think you can make your game better, is I know I just bought another gun, and I see that the gun shoots sideways, where my primary gun shoots up. You need to make the game so that you can point at whatever you're trying to hit. And I know that's common in so many games, but you would expect to be able to rotate your ship. And with this game, all you need to do is simply have your player rotate to wherever your cursor is. So if I put my cursor over here, just simply rotate your sprite or your object or whatever you call this in Unity, rotate it to face wherever the player's cursor is. And then if you want to make a secondary gun, that's fine, but just have the gun be 90 degrees off your primary gun. Always have your primary gun pointed at wherever your cursor is. And I think that would make the game a whole lot better. And maybe even a secondary gun could actually be like, you could call it secondary guns, and you could put the secondary guns one left, one right, and have them kind of spray off at like 10 degrees from wherever your primary gun is. That way, whenever you rotate, you're going to have, like when you have extra guns, you're going to have 3 sprays of guns going towards wherever you're rotating. That, in my opinion, would make this game way, way, way better. But I love your UI and what you're doing with your UI. Absolutely. Critical chance, we're going to go ahead and increase that. Let's go ahead and get rid of our brain damage, because I don't know what that does, but it looks like it's pretty important to try to remove it. And yeah, this is really well done here. I love this shopping screen here, for sure. Let's go ahead and move on. Yeah. Yeah, I do not like this. I do not like this just being pointed up and not being able to rotate. I absolutely hate that. I hate this down here. I've already told you how to fix this. And I've basically given you the mechanics of how you would fix this and make this as, you know, into a game like we would expect to play when looking at the, you know, the store page. Right, the way it is right now, I hate it, but that's just my opinion. You know, you're the game dev. If you like it, then so be it. But I would definitely at least try to make the mechanics to where you're, you know, you point to wherever your cursor is, and then like extra guns, you can just put, you know, 10 or 15 degrees off your main gun, and that way those are also spraying to wherever you're facing all the time. Obviously, you might have to change up some of the other mechanics, you know, the, I don't know, you know, some of the enemy mechanics and stuff like that, based on how strong you would be by being able to rotate and point your nose towards wherever your cursor is. I can't recommend this game like this because I absolutely hate it, where you only point up. I love your UI, I love what you're trying to do, the music in the background is great, and your graphics are well done enough to where they're definitely worth the dollar you spend in the game. But yeah, to the developer, I strongly encourage you to at least try to put in a rotation ability, and just have your character, like I said, simply rotate to wherever your cursor is on the screen. I hope that helps you make your game better, makes it a better experience for other people that might buy your game. As it is, guys, I'm going to give this game an effort is obvious. I think the developer, you know, has definitely made a game that looks like his own work. If it's an asset kit, I can't tell it. I don't think I've ever seen it before. So it does look like his own work here. You know, he put the volume sliders in, and so he's doing a good job. He just doesn't have the game as I would hope it would be, where you can actually rotate your ship towards your enemies. So be sure you let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I would love to know. Right now, this is an effort is obvious. To me, it's a no. I wouldn't play this just the way it is because I don't like it. But maybe some of you guys think it looks fun. And if so, I mean, it costs less than $1. So you can go check it out. The link is down below. Let me know if this video has inspired you to go out and buy this game. Or if maybe you guys agree with me that you should definitely be able to rotate towards wherever you're shooting. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.